My name is Dr. Von Crazy, and welcome to Torna, the Golden Country. This is a prequel story that takes 500 years before the events of the main game of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, as such, since you can play them in either order if you have the DLC, I'm going to be putting this in its own separate playlist as well as the main games playlist. And I'm going to avoid spoiling anything that isn't already spoiled by the story of Torna, the Golden Country. But with that said, let's head right into a new game.
The year was 3564. The 107th Indoline Praetor, Rhodalis, had sent an armed expedition against the country of Sia. Its capital, Amranta, fell overnight and sank beneath the clouds, along with the rest of the Titan. The destruction of Sia shocked all the nations of Allrest. Officially, the act was attributed to a military alliance led chiefly by Indol and the emerging power of Mor Ardain. In fact, it had been the work of one blade, the Aegis, a man known as Malos. Said to be the architect's word incarnate. Back then, neither Lora nor myself knew how closely his fate would prove to be tied with ours in the days to come.
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist.
There's no end to them.
And it's not just the Vulcan Ferris. Even the Belupa's caught up in it.
Lora, can you smell it?
Huh. Ugh, it stinks like...
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blood. It's driving them crazy.
We've already got a battle! Approach an enemy and press R to target them. With an enemy targeted, press A to draw your weapons. A character with the weapon drawn will auto-attack.
These guys should be no problem.
They'll live
When you auto-attack, your art gauges fill up slightly. This is called Art's Recharge. When the gauge is full, press the corresponding button to use the art. The graphics are set up like the buttons on your controller, so X will use Path of Thorns. Eventually. Path of Thorns takes quite some time to recharge. If you use an art at the precise moment an auto-attack connects, you can cancel the art without winding down from the attack. This is called action canceling. You can cancel arts into specials too, and by knocking certain loads on affinity charts, it becomes possible to cancel arts into other arts. A successful cancel will charge the special gauge more than usual, so it's worth learning this tricky technique to maximize efficiency. Ah, I didn't do it. A team. This game works a little bit differently. A team is comprised of a driver and their blades. The level, HP, strength, agility, dex, and luck stats are all common to members of the team.
I feel you.
You read my mind.
I can't actually make use of teams yet, though. There! When you get a cancelled attack correct, you'll get a nice blue ring around your characters.
I feel you.
Well, that was the end of the first Baloofu. Now we've got some Jubal Ferrets. Here we are. In battle, a team is split between Vanguard and Rearguard positions. The character in the Vanguard is the attacker, the Rearguard plays support. You, as the player, can directly control the Vanguard, and the Rearguard will attack and provide buffs automatically. Since Lora's in the front guard, I directly control her. Also, I took damage. And when you take damage, it'll be displayed as a red bar indicating recoverable HP. This is healed using a Vanguard switch. The recoverable HP will drain over time, so perform Vanguard switches when you can, and keep your HP high. When your team's HP reaches 0, you're done. So, let's quickly fight all these ferrets.
Now that's more like it.
Now I can switch to Jin.
My turn.
Well, I already did that. Lora's just gonna be floating in place during this tutorial. Once the rear guard gauge fills up in battle, you can press up or down to maneuver a Vanguard switch. When you trigger a Vanguard switch, the rear guard will move up to the trade places with the Vanguard while attacking with their switch art. After the switch, the new Vanguard's art gauge will be full, ready to be used immediately, so using a Vanguard switch is a good way to press an attack.
See that?
I've got Kill Stroke. Back attack up isn't going to be very helpful in this fight, since it's going to be pretty hard to get behind an enemy when there's no allies for us to fall back on. But Kill Stroke's just got some high damage, so it's worth using. You can also cancel Vanguard switches and you can cancel arts into Vanguard switches and Vanguard switches into arts. A special is a move that uses cooperation between the team members to great effect. Using arts in turn charges the special gauge. This is called special recharge. When this gauge is full, you can press A to use a special. You can cancel auto attacks into specials like that. And just hit the button challenge. You can use the button challenge to increase the damage that special deals, although not by very much.
You'll answer to me. Kill
Come on.
Excellent. Chill stroke.
Not much else to talk about while we're just beating on this guy. You can charge this special gauge up beyond level 1 all the way to 4. Whereas level 1 has the Vanguard attack alone, levels 2, 3, and 4 are a real team effort. But here's a free special charge top-up so you can try a level 4 special and admire Jin and Lora's flawless cooperation. When using a special, press the button on screen, using it at the right time. Yes, I mentioned that.
I need your help here, Jin.
Good. I'm with you. Excellent. Midnight Sun! Lora!
Thank you, Jin.
Well, we've got room for improvement.
Of what?
This fighting style. It magnifies our strength, sure, but it leaves us wide open. When the sword is in my hand, you're left defenseless.
What, you won't keep me safe?
Huh?
I'll keep you safe always.
I'll keep you safe, always. You still remember that?
I've thought about it. Every day for these 17 years. I'll never forget it. The day you set me free from a life of misery.
I see.
Lora is so good! The feature the arrow is pointing to is the compass. It marks where you should go next. The number marks the objective, and it has an arrow that marks the elevation of the objective relative to you. If it's an up, you have to go higher. If it's a down, you have to go lower. Now we've got the environment info that gives you the name of the current area as well as the weather and time. And that's the minimap. You can press L to change its zoom and size, and the mark in the center shows the position and you're facing. Lastly, your current objective window. Press ZR and you'll see what Lora and company should be doing right now. Now, an important piece of advice. Did you see that notification that said new tips have been added? In this game, you can check previous tutorials from the menu. The notification just now is to let you know that new options have been added to the menu. Why wasn't this in the main game? This would have been so nice in the main game. Sure, you can buy the informats and they're always in the information section, but you have to sift through all your information, and some of it is patently bogus in the main game. And you'll eventually find what you're looking for, but if your memory fails you, you've got nothing effectively. It's not good. This is such a good fix. If you run into something you're unsure of, go to main menu, system tips to see if it's explained there. So we should find our way out of the Lysaria Woodland. Lysaria Woodland, where you are right now, is a special kind of area known as a landmark. Allrest features 3 kinds of areas: locations, landmarks, and secret areas. You can instantly travel to any previously discovered landmark or secret area. Locations are just for map. They tell you where things are, mostly. And now that we've made it back, now that we've made it to Lysaria, right. Good to know. Just now that we've made it to Lysaria Woodland, you can still travel back here at any time, although I won't ever do that. Never again. Oh, shoot, I learned a new art. Hungry Snake. Break. As well as an HP potion. That didn't really help me much, huh? But, well, in the next battle, I want to use that. Let's just fight this random Balufo.
Alright, follow my lead.
They'll live to
Because
regret
I've
it.
got Hungry Snake now, and that's one of Lora's best arts. It breaks the enemy. That might not immediately sound that useful, considering you don't know what it does. Break makes the enemy vulnerable to topple. And Yin's switch art inflicts topple. Topple makes the enemy completely immobile for 5 seconds. That is very good. Basically, you start with Lora in these battles, use Hungry Snake when it charges up, and then switch to Jin, and you instantly topple the enemy. I'm just gonna run past the rest of these guys. I don't really need to fight them, so I won't. I'm already level 4, and they're level 2, so I can just ignore them. You level up very, very fast in this game, so if you're under-leveled for something, just play the story for like 2 minutes and then come back, and you'll be fine. And we've got a nice wasteland.
What happened? Are you alone?
Looks like the only survivor. 'Cause 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 ' These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork. Must have been humans. Looting and pillaging while the world burns.
Hey, it's okay. Would you like to come with us? You don't have to worry, really. We're all good people. Promise.
Can you walk? You can. Good going.
And your family? Were they there with you? Should we go back and...
Mikhail.
Hmm?
My name is Mikhail.
Oh, right. I'm Lora. And he's...
I don't have a family. I was sold to this village from Addam. So I'm all alone.
I see. Right then. Starting today, we're going to be your new family. We'll take you back to our friends and...
You people? You're strangers. You don't have to pretend to care.
You don't beat around the bush, do you? He's gonna be a handful, this one. Though really, I was just the same once. Very well. Friends first, then, not family. How's that sound?
Lora,
What's up?
I'll scout the area. Look after him.
Oh, of course. Be careful. And Jin.
I know.
What was that you said, Baldric?
The Sean capital of Omrantha has fallen. Or rather, it was annihilated. Praetor Redalis.
So it has come to pass after all.
Respectfully, you aren't much of an actor, Eminence. It appears you are not surprised at all. We heard disturbing rumors circling among the Magisters. Amalthus, whom you recently elevated to Quester? People wonder if this calamity has anything to do with that man's blade. With such extraordinary power, is it really wise to,
No matter whose power affected it, it is sure to serve the greater glory of Indal. The architect will surely be pleased.
Eminence, do you believe it can be controlled?
If it cannot, I will let him take the blame. I have spoken. Thank you for your report, Magister Baldric. You may return to your duties.
This looks like a good place to start up camp. Yeah, I'll start preparing the food. Oh wow, you're a star, Yin. What do you reckon you'll make? Let's see now. I should be able to get my hands on a few choice ingredients around here. If we can find some Torna trout, deviled onions, and sour avocados, I could stew them together. You like trout stralo, right? It's absolutely divine. You'll join us for a bite to eat, won't you, Mikhail? I guess. Perfect. Then let's set to work and hunt for those ingredients. All three of those things should be easy to come by here. No need to travel off the beaten path. What you're looking at right now is Collection Point. Check here to uncover collectible items. You'll find collection points all over Allrest, and each area will have its own selection of items to discover. Also, there are some collection points where you can use Blade's field skills to find special collection items you couldn't get otherwise. The collectibles that you find are sure to come in handy on your adventure, so if you come across a collection point, be sure to check it out. I'm not sure there are actually any collectibles that are unique to Blade skills. I've got the deviled onions I need. Sour avocados too, good. And the Torna trout should be on the other side of this lake. You can see the kind of collectible you'll get from a collection point just to the side of it. And again, why wasn't this in the base game? I love being able to just glance at a collection point and say, it's a vegetable collection point.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'll get some deviled onions from this. Nice! These are sour avocados. Right. We've got our ingredients, fire's nice and toasty, I think we're all set for the night. Jin, would you mind making a start on the cooking? I'll get right to it. The Blade's doing the cooking. Got a problem with that? Better Jin than me. If I were in charge, I'd probably end up losing a limb peeling the veggies. It's not all one-sided, though. Lora has her own talents, like making charms. That I could never do. Right. We make up for each other's strengths and weaknesses. Blade or driver, no one has to shoulder all the burden. Okay, I'm going to make a start on the trout straw loop. It won't take long. We're camping now. And when camping, you can go into the craft menu, and you can do charm making or home cooking.
Let's get down to business.
These are pouch items. You might remember them from the base game, and these have effects based on which one they are, essentially. Lora's items tend to give extra party gauge gain, which we'll get into when we have a party gauge, and Jin's tend to give you plus damage barriers, plus HP, physical damage taken down. This one gives recharge arts, but in general, he has pretty defensive, based things.
Just taste it.
How sad. That village, I mean.
It is.
That blade, Malos. He didn't do that, did he?
The towns raised by the Aegis were completely obliterated. I plan to inform the mercenaries of this.
How could a person do something so awful?
Anyway, you should rest now. We should be able to meet up with Hayes tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I wonder if she's found any leads on Mother. I hope so, anyway.
I'll prepare food, then rest up.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks.
Huh, that really hit the spot. You know, I can't think of anything better than waking up to Jin's cooking. Scrumptious. You scarfed that down quick. Want seconds? Mikhail, relax. He's not gonna bite you. Don't let the whole moody thing fool you. He's genuinely concerned about you. Moody thing? Look, if there's anything you need, just tell us, alright? No, I'm fine, really. Okay, I hear you. Listen, I know Yin can be a bit scary, but he's really very gentle. You'll get used to him. I just need to clean up here, then we can move out. Certainly can't be far now, can it? When we're meeting up with Hayes? That's right. There's still a way to go, but if we keep to the road, it won't take long. Certain places allow you to make a camp. 3 things you can do at a campsite are resting, crafting, and chatting. I think I forgot to chat, actually. Oh well. Rest, use bonus XP to level teams up. Craft, use collectibles to make items. Chat, speak with allies for advice on how to proceed. As you can see, camps are places of preparation and growth. When entering a new area, it's worth scouting out the next campsite first. Crafting is one of the actions available in camping. It spends collectibles to create pouch items as well as valuable unique items with particular properties. As your adventure progresses, you can obtain more recipes to expand your crafting repertoire, for example, by completing quests or raiding treasure troves. Pouch items can be set inside a driver's pouch to empower that driver's team for a fixed duration. You can always create more by crafting them at a campsite, so use them as much as you can, for instance when preparing for a difficult battle ahead. Well, since we've got that pouch item, let's equip it. Just go into Lora's menu and select pouch 1 and use your throat
You knew
stroller.
I'd like this, didn't you?
And now we can just head down the path. These Oompas... Ooh, treasure trove. You discovered a treasure trove. You'll find them across Allrest. Some of them might be locked, so you won't be able to get the goods unless your blades have the right field skills, but it's always good to check first. If they have the magnifying glass above them, they're unlocked. Rigid vest. That's an accessory. You can equip 2 accessories. Rigid Vest increases max HP. Shell Cameo increases HP restored without using HP potions. It's better than nothing, but I don't have any way to heal myself right now, so it's not very helpful. But that Shell Cameo is very good. Since the entire team shares their stats, it also increases Jin's HP, so I've got just a flat
addictive.
plus 200 HP. And that's quite nice. As you probably noticed, the bridge ahead is out. It's an obstacle, but not an insurmountable one. Using a blade's field skill might provide a solution. Check out that withered tree up ahead and witness Jin's field skill at work. Incidentally, if you'd like to know more about it, you can check Jin's field skills by going to main menu, characters, blade setup, info. There are many places in the world of Allrest where you'll need field skills to proceed. If an obstacle seems impassable at first, it's worth getting a bit closer to see if you can do something about it.
With all my might.
And Jin can just cut down this tree. And this tree actually has guardrails. You're not allowed to fall off of it unless you jump, which is surprisingly nice of them. Like, they don't do that often. At least they didn't do it in the main game, so it's very much nice.
Good stuff.
Very welcome to not fall off of bridges that are 2 inches wide. If you try targeting all sorts of enemies, you'll occasionally encounter ones whose target icon looks different from that of normal enemies. We call those unique monsters, and they're a little bit special. Unique monsters are much tougher than the regular kind. Even the strongest drivers in Allrest often have trouble with them. So if you take down a unique monster, you'll surely earn the respect of people all over Allrest. That said, they're not a challenge for the faint-hearted. You'll want to make sure you're prepared if you plan on surviving the powerful attacks they often wield. If you defeat a unique monster, a tombstone will remain at the site where it fell in memory of its legendary life. Some even say that if you press A at the tombstone, the monster will rise from its grave to reclaim its former glory. Over there we have Harbinger Cavil, level 23! Absolutely not.
Aren't we intrepid?
Not a chance. That's going to be some time. I am planning to fight all the unique monsters, but
I
unlike
think we've been spotted.
in my original playthrough, I'm going to be doing them mostly during episodes, I think.
I'd rather we didn't have to deal with all these encounters.
Let's hurry on ahead.
Now then, what was I talking about? Right, unlike in my main game series, when I fight, I'm going to fight all the super bosses during, I'm going to fight all the unique monsters during normal episodes instead of giving them their own episode because there's only 20 of them, and unlike in the main game, there's a lot of rewards for defeating all of them. So take them on if you like. Heck, always take them on. They're important.
We made it.
They're a
Good
lot more
stuff.
important than in the
Doesn't
main
seem
game.
so
This
bad.
is becoming addictive.
Come on, you insect. Thank you. Well, let's just continue along the secluded boneway. And we've reached a nice little forest, the Crop Woods of Yorn. I love this world!
Looks like Hayes isn't here yet. What the? This should be the village of Feltley.
It's almost like glass. Rumor among the mercs says that's the hallmark of the Aegis.
But why would he do this?
Look out!
Jin!
It's nothing. Let's go.
Heads up!
We've got a guard. Wait, level 8? Hold up. I thought this guy was a lot weaker. Oh my goodness. I may be in trouble here? Hopefully I'm not dead.
Let's heal up.
Well, I got a topple, that's nice.
Gotcha!
You know, I might as well go to the side while he's toppled and use Snow Blast to get that side attack up. Yeah, 115 damage. That's a lot better than I was doing before. I might as well use my level 2 special. When you use a level 2 special, your driver, or blade if you're playing as the driver, will also use their level 1 special. If you use a level 3 special, they'll also use their level 2 special. Wait, I should have waited.
Heal while there's time.
I don't have healing effects! Jin!
If I must.
Oh, there's an HP potion. It's gone.
Away. For my bond. Astounding.
This shouldn't be too much longer, I think.
Away.
I really hope I don't die. I'm surprised I've made it this long, actually.
Fine. Just fine.
HP potion! Great. That
If
didn't
I
help.
must.
Topple it. Oh, it's dead.
This is no normal monster.
Not an Ardanian Titan weapon either.
Maybe it's Malice's.
Get down, you two!
Holy... That was a close one.
Looks like Malos's artificers are still roaming around.
So it was.
Hey. Wait a minute.
The emblem of Torna.
You are Jin, right? Wow, I can't believe it. I came all the way out here, and who do I say but the paragon of Torna and his driver? You're so young. That core crystal was stolen 17 years ago. Quite a feat to pull off that heist at that age.
Are you going to arrest us? Execute us?
I don't know yet. I did just save you after all.
Oh, how magnanimous.
Lora, there's no point in talking.
Have it your way.
I absolutely love Adam's entrance. Also, I'm level 8 now, wow. He just shows up in the cloak that you know from the main game. And then he takes it off, and he's the most handsome. He's incredible, and I love it. Also, I'm broken, and that is scary.
Can't just leave it there.
I want to take out Mithra first, because, why not? I don't have a particular reason, I just don't want her there.
You brought this on yourself.
Let's get this level 3 special. Ow, lightning bouncer. Get out of here.
Now, wait just a minute.
Eat my heavenly disrupt. Oh, he interrupted my break time.
Show me again.
Then again, I used it at the absolute worst possible time, but that's neither here nor there. And that's all about it.
Doesn't look like you'll be capturing you
But
then.
don't get up, I just beat you.
The hell are these two? They're just a driver and blade. Where's the strength coming from?
Well, he is the paragon of Torna.
I've had enough.
What? No. There's no need for you to...
You!
What?
Incredible! You! Both of you!
Huh?
That last attack, the force behind it was absurd. I'm amazed.
Oh, really? Well, that's just...
Oh, and passing the weapon. What a concept! How did you ever come up with that idea?
Oh, well... We were broke.
Huh?
We couldn't afford meals, let alone another sword. And so we made do.
You're kidding. Oh, man, you guys are the best. I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
Huh?
I really, really like you two.
Master Addam! Sir!
Milton!
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Master Addam, are you hurt at all?
Master Addam? You can't be the Addam Origo.
The Lord of Aletta, and fourth in line to the throne of Torna.
Oh, come on, Milton. I've been with him the whole time. You really think these two would cause any harm?
You've been using your dumb artifice again, haven't you?
Dumb?
So yeah, sure, nothing to worry about, right?
Milton? Who's this then?
Ah, this is Hayes. She rescued me from the jaws of some nasty monsters.
Well, I'd better give her my thanks.
Hayes!
Oh, was she with you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
I see. So that's when... What a sad, sad tale, Lora.
Oh, here we go again. Don't let it get cold now.
So then, how come you've enlisted with a band of mercenaries?
I guess I like the freedom. This way I'm not tied down. So I can help out. With causes I really believe in, you know? Going's tough everywhere you look these days, right? I can't ignore it, can I?
I understand.
Fat load of good that'll do, in the long run. The world keeps turning anyway.
You might think that. But mercenaries and statesmen each have their own views and ways to effect change. It's not in vain.
A blade siding with humans. You don't see that every day.
I think it's blades like you that are rare.
Well, duh. You do know what I am, right?
Lacking in compassion.
Huh?
Blades like you really are a rare sight. That may be for the best.
So, about Jin. I suppose you have to take him away from me.
I could try to slay you right here.
But
But my mission is to stop the Aegis's destruction. To subdue Malos, not to seek out lost trinkets. Who cares about paragons anyway?
Huh?
How about you two join up? Lend us your strength. You're incredibly powerful. There's loads I want to pick up from you, like that trick from before. Let's see. We'll say I found the paragon on my journey and decided to entrust him to you. To help with Malos. Well, sound plausible?
That's just...
How dare he speak to me like that? He thinks he knows me.
Course is the word.
Yeah, he is.
I meant you.
Me?
He meant you're unpolished. After you return to your core, you lose your memories. However, as you gain experience with people, gradually the nature of a blade, rather their feelings, they change and grow. You become more and more human. But you purposely keep yourself apart.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
No, not at all. I respect that part of you.
Um,
Hey, are you angry? About this whole Malos thing?
I'm not. Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure of it. We cannot simply ignore what's happening in the world. But
What?
please say you'll be careful.
I will. Your Highness,
Just Adam is fine. What is it?
the going after Malos thing, could it wait a few days?
Oh, is there something you need to do first?
Well, yes.
You see, Lady Lora seeks the whereabouts of her mother. Unfortunately, she has her mercenary duties to perform. Therefore, I often go out and conduct these searches myself.
I see. Then you found her?
Yes. With all that happened yesterday, I did not have the opportunity to say, My lady, your mother is currently residing in a small hamlet called Torrigoth.
Torrigoth.
That's on the edge of Gormott. Ardanian and Cian forces clash out there frequently. It's very dangerous.
Indeed.
Right. No time to waste. Let us head out there.
What? But what about your mission?
You don't want to see your mother?
Of course, but
Then let's go. Malos hasn't hit that part of the world yet. It's as good a place as any to look.
you're hoping we might find him there.
Exactly.
That sounds too easy.
We go to the village of Torrigoth to find Malos. And you go to Torrigoth to find your mother. Everybody wins.
And once I found my mother, I join up with you?
That's the general idea. I'll send my people to notify your mercenary friends. And perhaps we could find a place for your mother in the capital. It should be safe there.
Is this normal princely behavior?
You think this is bad? Just stick around for a bit.
Nobody's, like, making you come along, you know.
Well, unfortunately, a driver and blade are one in body and soul.
As if you don't do whatever you feel like anyway.
I know this is all very sudden. Still, we don't know where we'll run into Malos next. It makes sense to stick together, as much as we can.
Isn't that... No mistaking it. That's the blade. And that little brat, too. Hey, it's Blue Fist. Yeah, the whole village was wiped out. Found myself some great cool crystals, eh? And I found something else too, something real interesting. Give me some time to take care of this, okay? I'll be in touch. Ha! Fate's a funny thing. Never thought I'd get to take back that paragon, what I stole in the first place.
It's really nice to have some more company around. Really makes fighting a breeze, too! Well, yeah, what'd you expect? The monsters around here don't stand a chance against me. Your powers are on a completely different level, true. But that's not what Lora was trying to say, Aegis. Lora doesn't think of blades as mere tools of their drivers. To her, they're partners in arms, am I right? Exactly! When I said we had more company, I was talking about all three of you. I don't care whether you're a blade or a driver, I'm just happy that we get to share our time together. Okay then, that's a pretty weird way of thinking if you ask me. You think so? Should we perhaps be on our way to Yanchik Harbor now? If we keep to the road, it should take us straight there. The regular boat from Yanchik to Gormott it is. As far as I know, it's still running. But we should probably hurry all the same. We've got a new team in the party. I cannot substitute this character right now. Now that Hayes has rejoined your party, you'll be able to blade switch. When a team contains two blades, performing a blade switch while exploring or in battle lets you switch. Select which of the blades will participate in the action. You can perform a blade switch by pressing left in battle. In battle, the technique comes with a cooldown timer, so you won't be able to use it in quick succession. By combining Vanguard switching and blade switching, you can choose the battle participants to suit your playstyle or as the situation requires. You can press left to switch between Jin and Hayes. You can press up to switch which one's in the front of the party. And you can press ZL. Oh, no you can't. Well, eventually you'll be able to press ZL to switch characters, but, well, wait, hold on. Can I do this yet? You can't actually switch Lora out of the front of the party yet. And we've got a nameless Wander Pond here. Me is Nameless Wanderer. Travel through high and dry and low and wet and cold and also warm places. Life of a traveler is a lonely one, so is much relief when there is chance of talk to other pond. Is such relief talking to friends, must reward somehow. Here, take this ox for me found lying in nearby lake. Is fancy paperweight for a non-driver, so not much use keeping. Happy to give away. Me think it should be just right for a blade to really smash into smashing and brawling. We get massive melee Mithra for that. You can equip that to Mithra right away. However, if you look at Mithra while she's got this on, you'll notice that it has the X taken out that is only taken out in Rex's storyline. It uses the exact same model as the one used in the main game, so it's missing that part of the Mithra's core crystal. So I don't really want to use it on Mithra. I would rather put it on Jin, or... yeah, probably Jin. Jin makes the most sense. Because I don't want Mithra to have that X taken out of her core crystal when she hasn't had that happen yet. And I think I'm gonna go to the campsite. Because we've got new party members, which means we can craft new things.
Stitch by stitch. And careful now.
Haze can make talismans. These tend to recharge specials. And they use a lot of things. These are some of the harder pouch items to make in the game. Adam, however, he makes replica artifacts. He makes these fake artifacts of all these things, and they are one-time only make things. You can only make each of these once, and they give you a permanent buff. Increased item discovery rate, increased gold, maxed pouch items, lure range, enemy detection range, more lure range, item drop collection. These aren't pouch items, but you get special buffs for them. They're kind of like the deeds from the main game. As for Mithra, her creative cuisine is a bit different. It doesn't have any particular, stuff. Doesn't have any particular effects that it prefers, although they tend to last for a while for some reason. I can't make any of them right now, but these are kinda interesting, and I really want to make them when I have the chance. Well, I'm gonna make every pouch item at least once, because those are part of the affinity charts, and I am going to be completing every blade affinity chart. And let's chat with our allies. Lora, about that battle earlier. I know, right? We were phenomenal. You're trying to do too much. Oh, what? I thought you were gonna praise me. I'm only trying to draw out your full power, Jin, you know that. That's fine, and I appreciate it. What I'm saying is, please, don't put yourself at risk, Lora. We've been together a long time, haven't we, Jin? Ever since I touched your core crystal as a little girl, and we bonded forever as driver and blade. Yeah. It's a bond closer than blood, I think. That's part of the reason why. I want to help you, too. See you grow and be there for you. That's beautiful, Lora, but you're a driver and I'm a blade. Blades protect their drivers in a fight. It's the natural order of things. Especially since we don't need to worry about being wounded as long as the core crystal stays intact. While I, on the other hand, am just a human. When a driver dies, their blades return to their cores. That's why you want me to be more careful, right? Exactly. Right, I get it. Well, it's not like I want to make you anxious in the middle of a fight. Okay, I promise not to overdo it. And if things start looking bad, I'll be sure to switch out for you. That would be great. Thanks. I'll be counting on you then. You know I'd never let you down. Lady Lora, your mother is safe and sound at Torgoth Village. That's at the Gormati border, I believe. That's right. We can make our way via the ferry from Yashink Harbor. Then I guess we need to stop chewing the fat and head out to Gormat. And with that done, let's rest and strike camp. The camping screen will be closed and you'll rest till morning. This is basically the inn. When you discover landmarks and locations, you get bonus XP, which you can use to level up at camps.
I can still improve. I have to.
And, well, it's good, I guess. Do that whenever you see a camp if you're having trouble, and if you're not having trouble, don't bother with it. And with all that done, next time on Torna the Golden Country, we'll be heading to Gormott. See you guys then.